I had a thought this morning, and I've been mulling it over in my mind since then, that I am most likely permanently disabled due to the complex PTSD, the agoraphobia, and the anxiety. So, what do I do from that point? I think the hardest thing for any survivor to do, especially one who has developed certain mental illnesses due to the abuse, is accept A, that the abuse happened, B, that it caused them some kind of impairment that they can't get over, and C, that most likely the effects can be managed, but they're permanent. Acceptance is a very, very hard and tricky thing. You have to let go of all these preconceptions that medicine will cure you. Medicine will never cure you. In certain cases of mental illness, the brain has suffered such an enormous impact by the repeated abuse and the repeated trauma that the chemicals just they didn't develop correctly. So there's always going to be a level of impairment. Always. When you get to a point where you're accepting, this is where it gets really tricky, because you have to let go. You have to let go of the idea that you will one day never have the mental illness. If you're someone who has complex PTSD, the symptoms linger almost forever. And now, mind you, my symptoms are being helped and managed somewhat with the Prestige, but I still have agoraphobia. I still have anxiety. I still have problems with stress. I still have problems coping in crowded rooms. I still have problems with this and that and the other. And I accept that. I accept it, that there's nothing I can do about it. What I've done about it, that's that's where I am. My psychologist and I have talked about it recently, and we're of the same thinking that I'm probably where I'm going to be. And right now, I can live with that. Right now, I can be here. I don't have extreme panic attacks as often as I did. Um, I have been able to sleep through the night the past few months. On average, I can get about 6 hours, and I seem to function on 6 hours. So accepting that I'm here is probably the greatest thing I could do for my overall mental health. Because if I continue fighting and pressing against the things that are limiting me, it's going to be a constant battle. When we can stop and accept where we are, things can kind of level out. I hope you guys are well. Gotta scroll down to the stop button and stop.